Be up, guys. Welcome to the stream. Apologies for the delay. Was supposed to be at 2:20, but anyway, I'm here now. Here for the, obviously, lineups confirmed. Confirmed lineups for the game. Sunderland versus the Bees. And I'm going to crack on with it straight away, guys, and get into that lineup. And, yeah, let's go. And obviously then I'll do the transfer news. A little bit of that afterwards. But let's get into this before the game starts at 3, of course. And confirmed team news, Henderson starts on Stadium of Light return. Yes, back at his old stomping ground, where he was born, obviously, and played for Sunderland. So, yeah, he's back and playing. Jordan Henderson starts for Brentford against Sunderland on his return to Stadium of Light. Head coach Keith Andrews opts for the same side that lined up against Aston Villa. Yeah, I thought it'd be pretty much similar, same sort of team. Lined up against Aston Villa in the Premier League last weekend. Ethan Pinnock replaces Miles Peart-Harris on the bench. Jordan Henderson will start for Brentford against Sunderland on his return to Stadium of Light. The midfielder began his career with the Black Cats, making his Premier League debut as an 18-year-old. And went on to make a further 70 top-flight appearances for his boyhood club. Henderson is part of an unchanged side from the Bees' previous Premier League game against Aston Villa. Dango Ouattara's debut goal earned Keith Andrews' side a 1-0 win at GTEC Community Stadium. In the only change to the matchday squad, Ethan Pinnock has replaced Miles Peart-Harris on the bench. The Sunderland lineup, 4-3-3. Ross in goal, whatever you say his name is, Ross in goal. Hume there, Mukiele, Alderete, Reinaldo, Diarra, Xhaka, Siddiqui, Talbi, Mayenda, and Lefay, or Lefay, whatever you like to say there. Yeah, very good team, actually. Looks good. The subs, Patterson, Neil, Guiu, Roberts, Rigg, Isidore, Silts, Adingra, and Masaraku. So, yeah, it's a decent team, that. Looks good and could be tough. But Brentford's line-up here, 4-3-3 as well, apparently. Doesn't mean to say it will actually be. Kelleher back in goal. Of course, Coyote, Collins back in the team, both starting there. Vandenberg, he was playing in midweek, of course. Lewis Potter back in there in the lineup. Henderson, of course, back in. Yarmouk, Damsgaard back in. Ouattara did play some part. Came on against who did we beat? Bournemouth, of course, yeah. 2-0. So, yeah, he played some part in that, came on. Thiago, of course, and Shardy. So looking good. A good lineup there for us. Pretty impressed with that. The subs, of course, Valdemarson, Aya. Apparently we want to keep hold of him, does Keith Andrews. I hope we do. He's actually started well. Aya, he's been pretty good so far. So maybe we should keep him. I thought sometime last season he weren't that great, so maybe get rid. But I think now we should probably keep hold of him. He's a very good utility player, of course, so play anywhere along the back line, good long throw and so forth, and gets up well, heads it well. Was a bit dodgy at times last season with passing and getting caught and so forth, but I'm glad he's there. Maybe we should keep him. Of course, Henry, Hickey, both there to come on. Jensen, Milambo, Onyeka, Carvalho and Pinnock. So that's a very good bench as well. Strong bench there. So if any of those are needed, well, we've got them there. And I think that's really good. I'm impressed with this. Very good lineup. Same team, of course, that beat Aston Villa 1-0. So hopefully they can carry that on. And, so let's hope, let's pray we can get something out of this today. It's going to be really tough, but I think a 1-1 I didn't really say that yesterday when I done the preview, but I'm going for a 1-1. But I'd love to get 3 points, take away 3 points. If it's not 1-1, I'm saying we could win 2-1. But then again, Sunderland could equally win. So, but I think, I think a 1-1 or 2-1 Brentford, I'm hoping. This is going to be a lot closer. We may not keep a clean sheet this time. So, let's wait and see. But hopefully we can get something out of this. Because we got the international break then. So, no football for, 2 or 3 weeks. Well, a couple of weeks, I suppose. So really we need to get something out of this. And then, because then, of course, we got Chelsea when we come back from the international break. So that's going to be even tougher. So let's try and get a point or 3 out of this. So that'd be incredible if we could. Be absolutely amazing. See nobody in the live chat, but never mind. That's not a real issue. I'm going to only be fairly quick on here. I'm not going to go on that long because, of course, football about to start anyway. I was watching the Chelsea one earlier. Speaking of Chelsea, I don't think they were at their best, but they won 2-0 against Fulham. I thought Fulham were pretty much a better team at times, and they had a goal disallowed as well. So unlucky for them. But yeah, I think Chelsea will be tough. I mean, they still won it despite, not being in the game all the time. And I thought Pedro again was magnificent. He scored as well there. The other one was a penalty from Enzo. So they're going to be formidable when we play them. That won't be an easy one, no way. But let's concentrate on this one first. I think hopefully we're still going to get something out of it. I hope we do. But, fingers crossed. But anyway, let's get to the transfer news. Of course, mate, a lot of people will possibly know we had a bid rejected for Max Bayer. From Borussia Dortmund, striker, of course. £45 million Brentford offer rejected, not enough, and player needs convincing. So basically, he didn't really want to come anyway. So I wouldn't think we'd be able to convince him if he doesn't want to be here. I'd say not bother, mate, doing another bid. Forget about him, move on. But this is obviously the article. And Borussia Dortmund have rejected Brentford's latest bid for striker Maximilian Bayer, who does not want to join the Bees anyway. Well, there you go. He doesn't. So what's the point? Let's not bother. Let's move on. Forget him. That's according to journalist Patrick Berger. Not that player, ex-player, I wouldn't think, but you never know. He used to play for Liverpool, of course, Patrick Berger, who reports that Brentford's latest offer of £45 million plus add-ons isn't enough to convince Dortmund into a sale. He reports that the deal proposed by Brentford includes a guaranteed fee that is much lower than the actual figure. And as a result, Dortmund have rejected it. It was made clear in Germany this week that they were reluctant to sell the striker unless they received a top offer for him. Initial reports had Brentford been willing to spend big to get their man and potentially being able to tempt Dortmund into a sale. But then again, if he doesn't want to come, we got no chance. They targeted Bayer last summer before he moved to the German club, and it seems he remains on their radar to this day. Now they need to put serious money on the table with Dortmund unconvinced by the latest offer of £45 million plus add-ons. Even if they can convince Dortmund to sell, they may have a task on their hands convincing Bayer, who, according to Berger, does not want to join Brentford at this moment in time anyway. Well, there you go. To me, that says don't bother. He doesn't want to come, so let's not bother with it. Let's move on to someone else. and I think we should. But then again, Brentford might be stubborn with it. But then again, how can you convince somebody to come to a team he doesn't want to play for? He doesn't want to come to. That's going to be very hard. Be up to you, Harry. Be up to you, bro. Be up, Steve. Hope you're all good. Good luck for the game today, bro. Yeah, same for you. With Bristol, I was going to say Bristol Rovers, Harry, but no, Bristol City, mate. I won't say that because I know you get triggered, mate. Don't want you getting triggered. I say Bristol Rovers, but they're the better team in Bristol, mate. There's only one team in Bristol, isn't it? Bristol Rovers. No, I'm joking, mate. Joking. But yeah, I think we should forget about that, Max Bayer. Move on to Makatadze or someone else. We're also after, of course, our blaster from Sheffield United, which I'll just do this one and then talk about that. But club having to weigh up Brentford bid, last chance to make serious money. PSV Eindhoven are having to carefully weigh up Brentford's bid for Joey Veerman, with it potentially the last opportunity to get good money for him. That's according to Eindhoven's Dagblad, via Voetbal Premier, who report that the Dutch side face a difficult decision when it comes to the midfielder. Brentford wants to sign a midfielder for around €30 million, but a transfer is not a foregone conclusion. The Dutch club don't need the money from a sale, having already made over the need the money from a sale, having already made over €80 million from departures this summer. The upcoming Champions League campaign will also bring in extra money so they can afford to reject Brentford's bid for Veerman. However, there is a growing awareness at the club that they are unlikely to receive such a bid for Veerman in the future. He's already 27 years old, and they believe a similar bid is unlikely to arrive if they postpone his exit by a year. There's also an argument to keep him. He's been a difference maker for PSV in their Eredivisie, and they're aiming to win the title every year, according to Eindhoven's Dagblad. He's also formed a good partnership with Jordi Schuiten. Thus, PSV have a decision to make. And technical director Ernest Stewart is currently determining if the risk of a sale is worth it. So we'll wait and see on that. That may or may not happen. Obviously, you've got to wait and see if they do accept it or not. And he will be a Brentford player if they accept it. But right, and then we'll move on to talking about our blaster from Sheffield United, because we're obviously said to be after him. He's on our watch list. And there we go. It's on there now. So I think this is a bit slow again with the Wi-Fi. Really slow. Yeah, Harry again there. Bristol Rovers got Grimsby away today, so judging by Wednesday's result, they're in for a tough game. Yeah, I bet you'd love it if they lose. If Grimsby beat them, wouldn't it? Beat Bristol Rovers, but you'd love that, man. Definitely. But yeah, I'll go into this, but just want to have a look at see the scores so far before I carry on. Yeah, all 0-0 so far. Yeah, all 0-0. Sheffield United prodigy Oliver Arblaster on Brentford watch list despite injury woes. Sheffield United prodigy Oliver Arblaster has reportedly been added to Brentford's watch list. The 21-year-old has not featured for the Blade since November last year, when he suffered an anterior cruciate ligament injury, ACL, of course. While he will most likely need time to get up to speed upon his return, his recovery will be a huge boost for under-fire manager Ruben Selles. Oliver Arblaster interest. Brentford had previously been credited with interest in the England Youth International, whose Sports Boom have now claimed he's on the Bees watch list. It has been suggested the Premier League club could lodge a bid in January. So obviously not now, not this summer window. It's going to be next year in January. We're going to bid with a Blades connection thought to be fueling the interest. Brentford handed the reins to Keith Andrews in the summer, and the 44-year-old knows Arblaster from his time in Chris Wilder's coaching team at Bramall Lane. Oliver Arblaster's injury comeback. Speaking to BBC Radio Sheffield in July after Arblaster's injury, Selles said, Ollie is not going to be with us until the middle of September if everything goes according to the plan. We need to be a little bit careful. It's always complicated to come back after that kind of injury. Arblaster meanwhile said, I feel like I'm pretty close. I feel really good. My body feels really good. The sessions are tough. Some days I'll ache a little bit more, a little bit, but it's just natural. The physio and the doctor I've spoken to said it'll be around September time, but as I know with this injury, you can't really think I'll be back playing then. It could be before. I hope it's before that. I just have to hope. Just have to take it day by day. Hopefully I'll get back before that date. If not in the September international break, I'd love to be playing games. Well, that's good, and if we can get this guy in January, I think he's very good. He's got a lot of promise, I really do. So it could be one to look out for. But of course, that's not till next year in January. So a little while to go. Oh no, Bristol City already a goal down to Hull. Oh dear. And I had you lot to win, mate. So I hope you do. I said 2-1, didn't I, on the OTF stream yesterday? Boris won. I did say you'd win 2-1, but not a great start, is it? Anyway, here are the scores in the Premier. Bournemouth are 1-0 up against Spurs. Well, there we go. Yeah, Spurs losing already to Bournemouth. 1-0 down. What a surprise. Evan Nielsen with a goal. Fifth minute. So there's a way, obviously Spurs can come back. It's quite a way to go. Everton 1-0 up against Wolves as well. Beto, 7th minute. So, yeah, I said Everton to win. I know I had them to win. I think it's 2-1 yesterday. And I had Spurs to beat Bournemouth, of course, 3-2. That could still happen. A lot could still happen between now and then. By now until the end of the game. So, of course, 0-0 Sunderland and the Bees. We're still 0-0 with them. So we're not behind as yet. Love to be in front, of course. That'd be great to get in front. But yeah, should be a good weekend of football again. And obviously, as I say, Chelsea won earlier 2-0. Not looking that great, but they still beat them. Still beat Fulham. So yeah, I know. I think I had 3-1 Chelsea with that, but and I think you did as well, Harry, I believe. So, yes, yeah, it's a long way to go yet, of course. Not long started the game, so I'm going to bounce, guys, but thanks for watching live on playback. Obviously, thanks to Harry for being in the live chat. Got more to come. Follow me on Insta, Mr. B for Life 182, and subscribe to Mr. B Hive Football Chat. Mr. B Chats England Cricket. So keep that going, guys. Keep subbing, smashing the likes. All your support and love is always appreciated. Yeah. Yeah, see you later, Steve. Good luck today, Bees. Yeah, cheers. Thanks, bro. It won't be easy, but I'm hoping to get at least a point or 3. I'm hoping. But it won't be easy, I know that. Not straightforward. But if we can get another point or 3 points, get another good result, that's brilliant. But we'll see. And hope you lot come back and win as well, Bristol City. Hope you do. But anyway, guys, I'm going to bounce and until the next one, which will obviously be reaction to this, which will be tomorrow. Unless I manage to do one later. I could do one later if I get time. Obviously, there's another match later. So it may just be tomorrow. If it's not later, it'll be tomorrow. And then, of course, also got other transfer streams and plenty of other streams to come. The buzz again and all that. So anyway, guys, keep watching. Obviously got the transfer window, by the way, the deadline day. So I'll possibly be doing one on that day as well. So watch out for all that, guys. And I'm going to bounce. But thanks again for watching live on playback. And until the next one, come on, you bees. Come on. Let's get a win today, or a point, or a draw, you know. Come on, you bees. Let's do it. We can do this today. Come on. Cheers, guys. Bye, everyone.